And a Brit Award. Paul, Christian, Mark, Ben, A1. Ben is on the line. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. You're in Norway?
I am. I'm in Norway. I'm in Oslo at the moment.
You have spent quite a lot of time there.
Yeah, well, I mean, Christian is Norwegian, so we've done quite a lot with the band over here. But then also my girlfriend, or fiancée, should I say, is Norwegian as well, and she's been banging on for about 10 years that I should buy a place in Norway. So I finally did that about a year ago, and so we have an apartment here and a house in London, so we just go between the two.
You did Norwegian Strictly?
I did. I came second. I think like every person that comes second is always sort of I sort of hold a grudge against the person that won, because I definitely should have won.
Who won?
A girl called Hannah Servag, who's like I think she's like she's a singer over here, but she was definitely not as good as me.
I love this.
Go and check it out on YouTube.
I'm
Honestly,
looking at this.
I'm quite bitter about it, if I'm honest.
What was the one moment in A1 where you thought, right, this band are huge?
I think it was actually after. So obviously we had, Take On Me was the first number one, and then Same Old Brand New You was followed quickly afterwards as a number one. But our biggest song was Caught in the Middle.
Yeah.
And I think it was when that came around that, that wasn't even number one. It was kept off the number one spot by Hero by Enrique, which is quite annoying.
Yeah.
Because that was obviously huge at the time. So it actually sold many more records than our number ones did. But I think it was, just hearing that on the radio, because they hammered it everywhere. Not just, and it also was the song that broke us in loads of countries that, we'd always try and go to countries and try and sort of have success, and it didn't, it worked in some places and not in others, but Caught in the Middle worked in every country.
Shane Ward was telling us that he went to his hotel room once and there were fans already in the room. You must have something similar for me.
Oh, I mean, countless things. I mean, more recently we just did an Asian tour, so we were doing sort of, it was like stadiums over there last year. So, but I mean, that was such a strange trip, because I basically pulled up into a port because we'd been on an island called Ginto, which was amazing, and I could just hear in the distance Like a Rose, which is our biggest song over there. I could just hear that sort of going, and someone was singing along, and I thought, that's really weird, because it was in like a tiny village in the middle of nowhere. And then I walked into the sort of the karaoke bar, and it was just a couple of people sitting around and a girl singing, and I thought, well, this will be fun. So I went up and I took the microphone and started singing it with her. And she had no idea it was actually me from the actual band that she was singing. She just thought I was, some random. And then it started to cotton on, because obviously I sounded the same. And then more villagers started coming out. So by the end of the song, it was just surrounded, and they caught it on camera. She uploaded it on YouTube, and now she's like a YouTube star.
Get out
over there. Yeah. So I mean, it literally went viral all over Asia.
Do you think you were single-handedly responsible for bringing the hair trend curtains to the UK?
I don't know if I was single-handedly responsible, but I think I definitely played a big part.
I was texting you the other night because they're running the old Big Brothers, and an episode from your series was on.
It was a very odd experience. I think I was so boring on that show, because I was so petrified to say anything that might get misconstrued, or that they could sort of tweak and change around. Because I went in there thinking, I don't mind coming out as the most boring human being on the planet, but I definitely don't want to have my words messed about with and stuff. So I didn't really say much, I don't think, through the entire period.
Ben, it's good to catch up. Let's play one of the A1 tracks. I think we should probably... what do you think we should play?
Well, it's got to be Caught in the Middle,
That's
surely.
Right. Caught in the Middle, A1 now, and thank you, Ben.
Thank you.